Hey YouTube, I hope you guys are having a great Friday. I got off work around 2 p.m. and I wanted to talk to you guys about something that struck me last night as I was praying. As all of you guys know, if you guys haven't seen my latest videos, is I do stock. I invest in stock I don't know, I just felt like that's what God was leading me to, was to invest my money in stock. Why? I don't know. I kept asking him, why do I feel such an urge to invest a lot of my money in stock? So I'm investing in Trilogy. No, I deleted that one. Sorry. I'm invested in GW Pharmaceuticals, which is a cannabis um, cannabis that make medicines for epilepsy using cannabis. And I know that the cannabis industry right now, the stock market, is booming. And so I was like, okay, that's a good way to get some of my money's worth. Then I'm also investing in an energy company called NRG Energy, which they're based in the United States, and they're doing extremely well during the pandemic. Then I'm also investing in Walmart, and I started investing in Amazon. I don't know how it got sold, but a lot of my funds got sold, and I only had like $10 worth of Amazon. And I was like, wait a minute, I didn't sell. So right now I have like 5 cents invested in Amazon. So I'm like laughing because I'm like, oh my God. But then it got me thinking of the story about when I was younger. I had a great pastor tell me this story, and it stuck with me. It's about how God used three men. I call it the wise men. They're not like your wise men that go out and find Jesus when he was a baby. I just call them wise men because this is what God found. Three people, and he told these three people, he gave each person amount of money. They all got the same amount of money, and they all had to go just, I hope I'm telling the story right. They all have to go distribute the same amount of money and try to see what they can do with it. And they all had different backgrounds. Some of them were intelligently smart, like book smart. Some of them weren't very book smart. Some of them were intelligent in different ways and had gifts in different ways. One of them, he was too scared to do anything with it, that he didn't know what to do. He just decided to bury it and just let it sit there. He buried it. He hid it. The other one spent it all. He just went out and spent it all. He didn't even keep any of it. The last one, I think, was the wisest one, was the one that wasn't so smart, was the one that funded everything. Like, he went and bought stuff and sold and made a profit, and like, kind of like stock. Like, he went out and he bought stock, and he went and sold it and made profit and made double and brought it back to his boss. And when it was time for them to bring all the money, he was a good servant. That was the story, I think. Good servant, that he came back and gave them back 2 times the amount. I think it was 2 or 3 times the amount of what he was given. The other guy did good because he just buried it, but that still wasn't good. And the other guy just lost it all. So he was able to trust the other guy, and he was able to give him more, and the other guy, in the end, was able to give him back more. And that's how I started viewing this. I was like, because a lot of times we get caught up and define our successes, like I did. For a while, I felt really lost in this world, like I wasn't a successful person. I couldn't define myself as anything other than what I am, a woman, and my name. And I felt so ashamed that I didn't have like a profession, that I didn't finish college, or that I didn't get to walk across the stage. And when I was doing my stock, this is what God was reminding me of, like the good servant. And I have a lot of people in my family who are dentists. They have an amazing dentistry. One of them teaches. She's a girl. She teaches dentistry in the college she graduated from, and she has her own little consultants, where she also does her own practice. And then I have a cousin who is a doctor. I have two cousins who are educators besides my sister. She's the third person who's an educator. My dad's brother was an educator. He was a math analysis teacher. Then my other cousin is an engineer. He does programming, computer programming for an American company out in Mexico. And what he does is he programs their computers and does software for them and whatever else he does. I don't know much because he didn't really. And my other cousin studied music, but he also went to college and studied something else. So I know he's working in financing. Like he's like the financing of a business for a car sales business. And then his younger brother, what I said, his other brother, from what I said, is a biology teacher. So it's kind of cool, you know. And I just have to say congratulations to my cousin Mariah, who just graduated from the University of Vanguard. Yay! Class of 2020. That's amazing. Her accomplishments. You know, she's going to be I think a physical therapist, and she just graduated from Vanguard. So if you're a college graduate or a high school graduate, congratulations. Um, Man, and all that got me thinking because, I started noticing how people view people. If you have a degree in some sort and you went to college, people treat you different. They treat you like if you're some kind of value person, like you're worth this much. Then I started praying and I started thinking, God doesn't do that. He doesn't value you as, oh, because you went to college. You're worth $50 million. Oh, because you didn't go to college, you're only worth $100. He doesn't put a value on your life. Everybody's value is equal, and it's what you do that matters. So if you spread his love, and that makes you happy, that makes you successful. So don't let people define your success by what you do in life. I'm just starting to do photography again, and I've been getting a lot done with my photography. I did another free course because I know I couldn't really go back to school at the time because, the coronavirus and everything else. So I took a free course online, and I've been doing a lot of YouTube tutorials, and my work has paid off. I've been doing extremely well, and I'm ready. So if you guys need a photographer that won't cost you an arm and a leg, I'm your girl. I have done a few maternity. I have done weddings. I'm not much on doing weddings because I need to practice a little more on them. Weddings are hard. And that's one thing I learned, that it's an important event and you cannot screw that event. But I have done weddings. I did my cousin's wedding. I did my best friend's wedding. I did my brother's wedding. And I did a friend's wedding, which wasn't bad. I didn't do too bad. And I did somebody else's wedding. They charged me to do their wedding because they didn't have a photographer at the time. And they were like, they didn't have a lot of money. And I offered to help them. They were trying to get me experience and stuff like that. And they really liked the way I took their pictures. It wasn't too bad. They were pleased and happy. And then that's when I started noticing, telling one of my coworkers, because she was feeling the same way I was feeling. So I was preaching the word. I was talking about her, about how God feels about us, that we're just even plain. We all have our gifts. Some people can sing. Some people are naturally gifted with their IQs. They're really smart, so they become a doctor or a lawyer and they defend people, and that is fantastic. Sometimes you have a gift like Jesus. You're a carpenter and you work with your hands. That doesn't make you any less successful. So when I was doing my stock and I was doing my research on my stock, I felt like that's what he was trying to tell me, that even though I am investing in this, that doesn't make me any less or any less than human. And I shouldn't let others define my status because I don't have a degree or a diploma or a status quo. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about. And to let you guys know that if you guys want to invest in stock, do your research and figure out what it is. For me, I just learned that stock is very important to have because what you want to do is buy a stock that you know that it's gonna keep doing well, even when you think it's not, and even when it falls, like the stock market crash. You gotta think about how that stock is gonna work, how that stock is gonna handle the stock market when it crashes, and usually certain things they fall like a few cents. Like Walmart, I noticed that when the stock market crashed, they rose. Everybody was like stunned at how Walmart was reaping the rewards of our own hard work that the stock market had reached. I was really impressed with the way Walmart did in the stock market. So that's what I was doing is researching stocks that I know that I can have for years that I won't touch. So for instance, when Amazon started out, that was one of the examples somebody gave me. Amazon started out really cheap and nobody thought Amazon was going to be anything big. Do you know how much Amazon stock is worth now? It's worth investing, but if you have $2,437 or something like that, I think right now it's at $2,040 something thousand dollars. If you can put that much down on that stock to reap the full rewards, wow, good for you. I wouldn't do it. But the point is to be patient. To be patient with it. And over the years, it's just going to grow. And eventually, in 50, maybe 10 years, you want to do a short term goal. You want to make 20,000, so you sell it in 10. Or you sell it in 5. Or you sell it. But the goal is to keep it. To make sure that it keeps you some kind of gain. You might lose some money because that's the way the stock market goes. But you might also win a lot. It's like playing the lottery, kind of like. But I pray a lot. And that's what I felt like God was telling me, to be more wise with my money. And it's like that story of I call it wise men, but the story of the Good Samaritan, it just struck to me. It was like, wow. Like, yes. That's how I felt. Because I was feeling so down not about myself, but about the way other people viewed me. I felt like other people viewed me that way. And I was trying so hard not to let that get to me and not let it define me. Because I've been working on being more positive, and the person that has helped me be more positive, believe it or not, is Joyce Myers. Joyce Myers is like my go-to person. I love seeing her on TV, and I Google her show and I just watch it. I love watching her. And then another person that gives really, really good advice is, even though I love listening to the Christian radio show, and I'm so grateful that we have one here in town. It's Life FM 83.3, and if you can hear them from anywhere. And I love that because God's word needs to be spread. And the other day I was just talking about them on one of my videos because he was giving a good example out, about this whole quarantine thing, and he was giving really good examples. And I mentioned Matt and Heron on my channel, and I said you guys should check him out. And then I was thinking, wouldn't that be cool if they made a YouTube channel? And they did. They made a YouTube channel, and they subscribed to my YouTube channel, and I subscribed to theirs. And I was like, wow. It's like, that's kind of scary, because it was like a premonition that was like itching in my head, that I was like, whoa, that actually came true. Like, they did it, you know? So if you don't know who they are, check out their channel. Their channel is amazing. It's called Joyride with Matt and Aaron in the afternoon. And I used to listen to them mostly on my way to work, because I used to always go to work at 2 p.m. And now that I work in the morning, I listen to them sometimes in the afternoon, like on my way coming home from work. Because now I get off at 2. Sometimes I get off at 3, an hour, 4, or whatever. And I'm just like, oh, I just turn on my radio and there they are. And they have changed the world for, I think, the radio industry. Because they bring up positive things. And it's pretty cool. I like it. It helps. When I'm listening to regular music, I get really sad for some reason. When I listen to Christian music, it just lifts me up. And that's what I'm doing with the stock market. I know I'm going a little off topic, but with the stock market, it's like I invested my time in it. Why not invest my time in prayer? So I've been trying to invest a little more in wiser companies. So hopefully that goes good. And I hope you guys enjoyed my videos. And I hope you guys have a great day. A great Friday. I'm going to try to relax, because I got to go back to work early in the morning tomorrow. And I'm just praying that they set my schedule so it could be set. And like I said on my last video that I made the other day, please take your time and pray for others that I notice, because I work retail, and where I work at, I see a lot of people. They're constantly stealing, or I see them doing drugs. And a lot of the time we just put our mouth and start gossiping, like, oh, look at the low lives, and start saying stuff. And we're putting negativity in there where it doesn't need to be. So I hope you guys pray for those people and try to put words that will speak truth into their lives, even without them knowing. That's what I've been doing. Every time I see somebody steal, even though they got the best of me, like, because I do get upset very quickly sometimes. So I'm like, I don't like that, because it's we all got to pay taxes, and that's where our taxes go, and blah blah blah. Then I started thinking, well, why are they stealing? And why do they do the things they do? So maybe they don't know God, or they do know of God, but they don't believe in God. So I just started making it kind of like a little retro challenge to pray for those. And I hope you guys join me in that challenge to pray for those who you think don't deserve prayer. Because even though people think they don't deserve prayer, they're the ones that deserve the prayer the most. Because when Jesus walked among people, he didn't walk among the righteous. He walked among the sinners. With that said, I'll leave you guys with a good night, and I hope you guys have a great day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. If not, then that's okay. And thank you to all of you that have watched my channel and that subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. And I'll post pictures of what stocks I bought and how they did today. Thank you. This is Walmart. It went down only a few cents. Went up. That one went up as well.